The second term of US President Donald Trump is keeping the world on edge. His administration's proposed reciprocal tariffs could significantly impact global trade, including Sri Lanka's exports. So let's break it down. The US has already imposed a 10% tariff on non-energy products from Canada, 25% on energy products, and 25% on Mexican goods. Chinese products now face a 21% tariff, up from 11%. These higher costs could reduce US consumer spending, especially on non-essential items like seasonal apparel. Why does this matter to Sri Lanka? 21% of our total exports go to the US, with 40% of our apparel exports heading there. If US consumers cut back on spending, our apparel sector, one of our largest industries, will take a hit. But there's a twist. Tariffs on China and Mexico could make Sri Lankan apparel more competitive in the US market. If Mexican apparel faces a 25% tariff and China faces a 21%, our lower relative prices might give us an edge. However, the real threat lies in reciprocal tariffs. If the US applies the same tariffs that Sri Lanka imposes on US products, we are in trouble. Sri Lanka's average tariff rates are far higher than those in Canada, Mexico, or even China, sometimes exceeding 100% or even 200% for vehicles. The USTR is expected to decide on these reciprocal tariffs by April 1st. And if Sri Lanka is targeted, the cost of our exports to the US could skyrocket. So what's the solution? We need to reform our trade strategy fast. First, simplifying and lowering our tariffs will help us avoid retaliation. Second, diversifying exports beyond the US is crucial. Focusing on India and East Asia could soften the blow. Lastly, we must attract new supply chains by improving industrial infrastructure, ensuring land availability, and reforming labor markets. The world is shifting. Trade wars can destroy economies, but smart strategies can create opportunities. Sri Lanka must act now.